Celebrating a 50-year tradition of excellence at Bergen Community College, this is the two-time award-winning Studio Bergen. Hi, I'm Larry Levanka, and welcome to Studio Bergen. It's time for another countdown.
Number 10.
This month, Bergen will once again offer a winter session of classes, giving students the opportunity to complete a course in just a few weeks. The short semester remains popular with students visiting from four-year colleges and Bergen students alike. Classes such as general chemistry, religions of the world, and speech communication offered at the college's main campus at 400 Paramus Road and Bergen Community College at the Meadowlands at 1280 Wall Street West in Lyndhurst and online begin December 27th and end January 12th, 2018. For more information or to register, visit any of the college's locations in Paramus, Lyndhurst, or Hackensack, or bergen.edu.
Number 9.
A new Gallery Bergen exhibition opened last month, drawing attention to the complex nature of individuality. Identity Document, on display through December 13th, brings together 8 artists from diverse backgrounds, featuring painting, sculpture, video, film, and photography. Gallery director Chris Boers, who joined the college this semester, curated the exhibition and discussed why identity represents an important theme.
We're in a time where we need to both think about identity in a sense of, I would say, how we relate to one another, not only across the country and around the community, but also around the world. And this exhibit gathers people from different countries and who have different outlooks and different viewpoints, that even if we don't maybe understand all of their work or what it may mean, we can sort of open our eyes and just be a little more sort of open-minded as to what identity means to different people.
Gallery hours are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, visit bergen.edu/gallery or email cboers@bergen.edu.
Number 8.
Identity was also a featured topic at the 4th annual Transgender Awareness Day, which came to campus in November, bringing a number of speakers and advocates to the institution to discuss social issues, recent gains, and challenges that still exist. Among the guests were the recently re-elected Assemblyman Tim Eustace.
It's great that this event is happening here because you have all sorts of people coming and listening and opening their eyes to a subject that needs to be discussed. This is a group that you can dislike or a group that you can visit hate on and beat on. So it's a matter of trying to change people's perspective and ask them to open their eyes and see this person as the person next to them as opposed to somebody different than you are.
Number 7.
Foodies, Stuffed, the final installment of the popular Main Ingredients lecture series, will take place Monday, December 4th at 7 p.m. at the Ciarco Learning Center in Hackensack. The series, which has explored diverse traditions and tastes of Hackensack's Main Street culinary corridor and the Bergen County region, will feature Hipata Lopez, creator of the empanada fork and the secret to a perfect turnover this time around. This program has been made possible in part by funds from the New Jersey Council on the Humanities and the Bergen County Culture and History Program.
Number 6.
Never has so much been made over a plant. Last month, the college sponsored a conference that brought experts, including policy analyst and University of Florida professor Dr. Kevin Sabat, to campus to discuss marijuana, its legalization, and issues surrounding it. As New Jersey's legislature seemed poised to open discussion on potential legalization, the conference took place at an appropriate time.
The idea that to solve those problems, to allow the cancer patient to get some relief, or the 16-year-old African-American kid in Newark to have a future, the idea that the answer to that is a new legal industry that's going to target the weakest among us, by the way. So the idea that we have to do that in order to solve those other problems that we should absolutely solve, whether it's the wrongs of the war on drugs or whatever it is, I think is many, many bridges too far.
The event took place as part of the college's ongoing work on drugs and addiction.
Number 5.
In this month's feature on our institution's 50-year tradition of excellence, we take a look back at a piece we were lucky enough to produce a few years ago. Former freeholder Gene Walsh, who has since unfortunately passed away, shared with us the origin story of the college from the perspective of the government officials who helped make the dream a reality.
It's a national leader in community college education, which is what it was intended to be in the beginning. That once it took off, it should be something really special, and it is. On April 7th, 1965, we created Bergen Community College and petitioned the State Department of Higher Education for the charter. And that was the beginning. We were off and running. The concept was that it would not be a really big college. There was a piece of property on Century Road in Paramus, a long rectangular piece of property. And the board concept was that there would be maybe a 3-story building, 30 or 40 classrooms, cafeteria, library, assembly hall. That would all that really would be needed for the college. As far as parking is concerned, they didn't consider parking because they felt that parking would have to be provided for the staff and for teachers. But any students coming to the college would use public transportation. We finally came up with a really good board. They were educators, Mary Fairbanks from Englewood, John Smith from Englewood, Ben LeBove, Gene Jacobson. Wilt Barney was the banker from Hackensack. Bennett Fischler was the Ridgewood News publisher and editor. David Van Alstyne, a senator. And Sidney Kingsley, the cream of the crop. He was a playwright and a master of the arts. Great, great addition to the board. But we had a board and we let them go and go ahead and do what they wanted. The next thing we heard from them was about 6-8 months later, they came in to want to talk to the board about a site they picked. And the site, I asked Bennett, who is by now the director of the board, they're going for Century Road. And he said, no, they want to buy half of Orchard Hills Golf Course. And I said, why not the whole thing? And he said, yeah, golfers vote, we're going to take it all. So the board came in, resented their arguments, and we said, well, we'll go along with it if you can get the funding, because that was very important in those days. It was 165 acres and they needed $3 million. So we said, all right, if you can come up with the funding, we'll talk about it again. They came in to us and told us they wanted us to put up $1.5 million, and they would raise the other $1.5 million themselves. So we said, all right, we could go for half of it, but you'll have to raise the other half. What we didn't know is they'd already been to the state and had already gotten a commitment from the state that if the Board of Freeholders put up $1.5 million, the state would give them the other $1.5 million. So they got the site. I think that 165 acres, $3 million, today it's probably worth, God knows, It's probably worth a good $1.5 million to $2 million an acre. So, it's too bad they didn't buy the whole thing. It was, 3 long years, and finally, it was there. We sold the bond notes and authorized the purchase, and it was great. It was a great Christmas, Hanukkah present for the county. It's been a phenomenal growth, and over the period of time when there were 69 different trustees over these 47 years, they've graduated 300,000 students, and besides the adult education group, which is and the transferees, it's really been tremendous growth, and way beyond anything we thought would happen.
For more on the 50th anniversary, including how you can leave a lasting legacy as part of the 50 for 50 campaign, visit 50.bergen.edu.
Number 4.
Staying on the topic of the 50th anniversary, generations of graduates will come together January 11th for the annual Alumni Recognition Dinner sponsored by the Bergen Community College Foundation and Alumni Network. The event, which will take place at the Terrace at Biagio's, will honor NJCAA Wrestling Hall of Fame inductee Ed Kojaki with the Living Legacy Award, Bergen Dental Hygiene Professor Goli Kacharian with the Distinguished Achievement Award, and nursing graduate John Silva with the Rising Star Award. Organizer Bridget McLaughlin said the event represents one of the anniversary's major celebrations.
This is a huge opportunity for alumni to come together and to give back to Bergen and the institution, which afforded them all these opportunities, but also kind of paved the way for the future students and the future alumni. It's just a really nice, heartfelt event where people can connect and, just have a great night, just get together and share.
To purchase tickets, visit tinyurl.com/BergenAD50 or call 201-879-7432.
Number 3.
More than 300 U.S. military veterans attend Bergen each year. In November, we celebrate them alongside the nation for Veterans Day. This year's event included remarks from student, faculty, and community veterans such as John Venegas, who reflected on their experiences.
People use this day as a shopping experience, but it's really a day of remembrance of all the heroes, the ones that we're fortunate enough to come back home, but mainly for the ones that paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Other veterans offered appreciation for the college's Veterans Center and resources provided.
Last time I was in the school, it was 30 years ago. So coming in, looking at Ron, it's kind of very intimidating. But thanks to the help of Violet, John, helping us that transition, it's pretty cool, They help us a lot, so we're very thankful for them.
They are very involved. They're not just like a do-it-yourself, which, in the military you do everything yourself, but they are they guide you properly.
The event concluded with a ceremonial walk to the college's flagpole.
Number 2.
Many of the institution's brightest young minds gathered early last month for the annual Phi Theta Kappa induction ceremony, recognizing the newest members of the Honor Society of two-year colleges. In recent years, the chapter has received recognition as one of the top 30 among more than 1,300 across the globe. Additionally, its student members have earned spots on the organization's International Board of Directors and other leadership positions within the Honor Society.
Number 1.
Every 2 years, only 150 U.S. community colleges are invited by the Aspen Institute College Excellence Program to compete for the $1 million Aspen Prize. Based on measures of success for students, such as graduation and retention rates, only colleges with a definable record of supporting student outcomes get the call. I'm happy to report that Bergen made the list. Selected from 1,000 public two-year colleges, Bergen will now seek to earn the prize, which is regarded as a signature achievement for community colleges. President Dr. Michael D. Redmond recently reflected on the announcement and what it means for the college.
Our mission as a community college, what we're about is open access. We want to provide quality, affordable education to anyone who can benefit. Now, doing that is not an easy thing to do. And so we're always having to stop and think, are we doing a really good job? Are we making a difference in the lives of our students? Do they go on to transfer and be successful? Do they have better careers, make more money because of what we're doing? Now, those are not easy questions to answer. And sometimes you're not sure. Now, this is our 50th anniversary this year. So as we look to our past and future, we're thinking about those questions. We're thinking about how good a job we're doing. And what the Aspen Prize, the nomination, means to me is it's validation that we're an excellent institution, that we're standing out when compared to our peers. And I think that's a pretty incredible thing. It brings a smile to my face, I know that.
As part of the selection process, Bergen staff and faculty will prepare reports on the initiatives that have helped fuel its effective student outcomes. The Aspen Institute will name its top 10 finalists in May 2018 and conduct site visits to each of the colleges before announcing the top institution in 2019. The inaugural Aspen Prize, awarded in 2011, recognized Valencia College in Florida. That's it for this month. For Bergen Community College, I'm Larry LaVanca. Thanks and take care.